Hi there. Until now, we have focused on the field state of the cart. So what the cart looks like when there's at least one product in the cart, as you can see right here. The empty state of the cart is what the cart looks like when it's empty. So when there's no product inside of it. This is something we shouldn't overlook. So let's dive into building this empty state. In the layer panel, we can see the header, the field state, and the empty state. The field state holds all the elements we've covered so far. So the reward bar, the cart items, the upsell slider, and then the footer. Then the empty state, when we select it, we can't see it. To change that, we go to the right and we select the empty state. Now we can see it. And within the empty state, we have the title, the description, and a button. Both the empty state and the field state have this icon within their layer, meaning that there is a conditional active. When the empty state is selected and we head over to settings, we can see that the conditional is to only show the empty state when the cart count is less than 1. Basically, when there's less than one product in the cart, so 0, the empty state is being shown, which makes a lot of sense. When we select the field state, we can see that the conditional is now show when cart count is greater than 0. So when there's more than 0 products in the cart, so at least 1, so to say, it will show the field state, which also makes a lot of sense. And now let's customize the empty state. So the empty state has a title, the description, and the button. And the first thing we will do is drag in an image above the title. So within the insert panel under elements, we can find image, and let's drag in the image element. There we go. Then we click on this image icon and we can see all the images I've uploaded to either Instant or that come from a Shopify store. For now, let's select this image right here. It's quite big because it currently has a width of 500 pixels. Let's change that to 150. This looks a lot better. Now, let's change this text element right here into your bag is empty. And there is not a lot of space between this title and this image. So let's select the title layer and add some spacing around to the top. I think 32 pixels to the top should do the trick. And then let's make this text a bit bigger and change the size to 20, and there we go. The subline text is good, no need to change that. Now let's focus on this button. The button is currently set to fit. Let's change this to relative and then set it to relative 60%, meaning that this button will now occupy 60% of the space that is available. Now let's change the text within to shop best sellers, and then we need to make sure that this button also links to our best sellers collections. So within interactions, we can change where this button links to. Let's add a click action, so link to, and then we can select the collection from our Shopify store and find best sellers. There we go. Now let's customize this a little bit more. We delete the border. We add a radius of 99 for the nice and round corners, and we change the fill color to black, which also means we have to change the text color, which was previously black. Let's make it visible. There we have it. Another thing I want to do is to make the button a bit bigger. We can do that by changing the inside spacing from the top and bottom from 11 to 14. And now I think we have created a beautiful button. Let's duplicate it. There's quite a lot of space between these two buttons. The reason for that is that there's spacing around of 32 pixels active to the top. Let's change that to, I think, 8. This looks great. We change the text from bestsellers to the essentials collection. Now let's make sure it links to the correct collection page. Delete bestsellers collection, and here we have essentials. And I think this is looking pretty good. And this also brings us to the end of this episode. So we have created this empty state and this filled state. And in the next episode, we will publish this card and look at the analytics and the performance. See you in the next episode.